Hola,
Hola.
Bola Vinaka.
Hello and welcome back to our
Another episode.
another episode. It's been a while since we sat down on this couch to catch up,
Yeah,
and a lot of things have happened,
a
right,
lot.
in
Yeah,
these
that is
past
true.
few weeks. Yeah, congratulations, Shatami.
Congratulations to you as well, Esther.
So last we spoke, I was still learning how to drive.
And now,
Now I finally have my provisional.
huge step. Congratulations
Yeah,
on that.
thank you. And last
And
we spoke.
also
Oh
the
yeah, shout out, special mention to the frames and the
it's finally got proper glasses now.
proper specs.
Recent achievement.
Mm-hmm.
Finally got a car.
Man,
Now
praise
can
the Lord.
drive around and be wherever and
Very convenient.
everywhere.
Yeah, very convenient.
Yeah, but
So
hopefully the mic is working now as well. That's
yes,
another development.
another development. You know, it takes a lot of trial and error, and I'm sure this is the most clear we have sounded. Right?
Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Vadava. Right. So how long has it been now since you've had your car?
Today is Tuesday, the 27th.
So far off. I think it's the 22nd.
It was indeed the 22nd.
Okay, either way, I got the car on 10th, on the 10th.
On the
Yeah,
10th.
on the 10th. So it was Saturday, last week, the other week, Saturday.
It's almost 2 weeks, eh?
Almost 2
Yeah,
weeks.
almost
Yeah.
2 weeks.
It's been great. Good experience.
You know, when I got my license, I was counting my firsts, eh? So I was like, oh, first time driving to town, first time, right? And I'm memorizing all the potholes.
Yes, that is a challenge I still
Boy,
face.
oh my gosh.
Just had one huge incident today.
Yeah?
Yeah, with the potholes I couldn't see in the dark. But it's sad that Fiji has to
Wait, learning how to drive and then
learning how to
avoid.
avoid.
Wait, that's a learning
Potholes,
where
eh?
your tires are. Eh? That all comes with new driver experience.
No, it comes with being a Fiji driver.
Yeah,
Because go to
honestly.
other places and the roads are
All you're doing is just learning how to stay within the lines and
Stay
following
clear.
the road rules, right? Driving in Fiji is an experience in itself. And even people that come from overseas, they always say something about the roads
The
here,
love
or just
of-
the driving in. Yeah,
the
driving.
love of potholes. Enough to like make
Yeah.
fun love orang.
There's one thing that I yet to experience though that I would like. I feel like it's an honor, like going and then the police stopping you. Can I have your license?
And then you show your P.
License and registration.
Stop it. Get some help.
Here you go. Legal driver here.
Have you had a fine yet, Esther?
No.
Okay. I've
Yeah.
had 2 fines
Two
so
fines?
far. Yeah.
I was advised when I got when I passed there. He said don't get a speeding ticket because they can suspend you right then. Meaning that they don't do the merits now.
Yeah, we do not have
There's-
demerit
Yeah,
points.
but it was in the road
It
book.
is in it's in the law, but it's not as serious as the
See?
ones we have overseas. Yeah.
Yeah, and you research. What was it? You
Yeah.
wrote about this,
Traffic
right? In
laws,
your
yeah. Like in Fiji,
thesis.
you just overspeed, pay the fine,
Move on.
move on. While in overseas, they have demerit points.
Demerit points.
Yeah.
So when they were telling me that, what are they saying? That you just get suspended? He said you can get suspended to 1 or 2 years.
Yeah.
No driving.
With the current law, the new law.
The new law. That's
Yeah. That now even to get your full, you need to like.
yeah. You heard
undergo
about that
some
one?
other test.
So right now there's this thing. They've passed the what is it, policy or the law that you have. It's gonna be P1, P2, then full license.
No way.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go through that?
No,
Okay.
I was right now. It hasn't started yet, but they've passed the what do you call it? The bill.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're on P2 and you get fines, too much fine, they can put you down on P1 again. So you'll take longer to reach full license.
And I do support it.
Yeah,
Like,
the
there's
whole
so many
point,
road
the whole
accidents
point
and-
of it, yeah, is to hopefully lessen all the road accidents
Yeah.
and the careless driving. Yeah, so that's driving in Fiji for you.
So, what's new, Esther? Apart from the driving and the glasses.
Driving and the glasses. That's quite a like a new thing in
It's
itself.
huge.
Yeah, it's huge. It's a big difference.
Well, how
Because
long?
first of all, I can see,
Yeah.
right?
How
Properly.
long has it been
The specs.
since you could see?
It's like I couldn't see before that.
Now you see the point.
It's been like I would say a month now.
Yeah? How long have you been missing the point?
Whatever.
A month? No, I
A
remember like from
month.
last year.
Nobody has to know.
All right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been a month now, and you want to know what the strength of my glasses? You're gonna be like
Excuse me.
6.
Oh, you, eh?
Yeah, so it's like a
Bad,
big
eh?
difference, and I like.
Finally. Oh my, Esther.
Yeah, it's really bad. And then so when I got my specs, I think a week after was the game in Suva, the draw game. We sat down at the
HD.
stadium. I put the specs on. So this is what it's like to watch a game like properly. Because before I'm like zooming in with my phone.
Phone, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sitting down, and not only can I watch the game properly, like I can see who's holding the ball. Like I can.
The difference is clear.
Yeah.
FBC, look at this.
HD, 4K.
Look at this.
Buddy. So we have to remember. So in our first episode,
Yeah. Chotame showed a lot of legs.
and I was slapping the pillow.
Yeah, so we're trying
to
to
make-
move on from that.
Yeah.
Try to improve.
Had a bit of, because sometimes I get overconfident again, and I want to go into the other lane
And to take pass and go back.
And then I'm getting drivers at the back like, I'm like pretending like I didn't do anything wrong. But when they do something wrong, that's all part of it.
No.
No. I get into an accident. Thank God I didn't. Yeah, so I'm like, thank God I didn't get into an
Yeah,
accident.
but be safe on the road.
Yeah, I have to.
The risk every
Wait.
time you get in that,
Yeah, the chances of dying are even more.
that machine, that weapon. It's actually a weapon, yeah.
When you intend it to be.
Anything
Unintended.
can be a weapon, right?
True.
Yeah, right.
What about moving around, Esther? You were saying that you were moving from Nasoso.
Yeah, moving. We're moving right now from our old flat to a new flat. The new flat is still under renovation. They've been saying that for the past, and we trusted them. We said, okay, said. So we told our previous landlords, and he gave our 1 month's notice. And then we went again. They said, oh no, it's not ready. So we are back in my parents' place. Yeah, and I thank God for that I can have like something to fall back on. When
Yeah.
we're stuck. Thank God for our parents.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, so it's been nice being with the family again, especially since my mom moved back to Nandi. And now, like I said, she doesn't want us to. She doesn't want us to leave the house. She's enjoying our company there. Yeah.
And she's just like right across the street from
yeah,
my home.
so it's convenient. I can just come to Chotamin.
But she can like just walk, but she wants to drive now.
Stop it. Get some help.
Because I had to drop someone.
Yeah.
Did I drop them?
So we have 2 cars out there right now. After this,
From no cars to cars.
Whatever.
Yeah. Started going to church again.
Many. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been good. And no matter, that's my home church. I was born into the church basically. And no matter how long I've been away, every time I go back, it just
Feels like you
home.
never left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
feels like I never left. Feels like home. Feels like a safe space, and that's what it's supposed to be about. Not like a place where you feel guilty
Yeah.
and shunned
that is
on
very
because
important.
because you missed out for so long.
Yeah.
When I'm grateful that I'm surrounded or that I have people in the church that are always
Ready to.
ready,
welcome
and
you.
that's Jesus.
And
Yeah?
that is
That's
true.
What's the whole point if you're not being like Jesus? Yeah, that's who we're supposed to look up to,
Yeah.
who we're supposed to portray.
Take after.
Yeah, be Christ-like. Yeah, that's where I'm supposed to be,
Yeah.
in the house of the Lord. Yeah. And what's been new with you, Chatamia? Apart from the car.
The car,
Yeah, that's
huge, huge,
mm-hmm.
huge achievement. I've been wanting a car. I never wanted a car. I never wanted to drive, but then necessity, yeah.
Yeah.
Some skills. It's necessary to live a better life,
Yeah.
you know. So driving was one of those skills for me. It
Mm.
wasn't really a desire, I guess, but it was
Mhm.
necessity. So I had to learn how to drive, and then came a car. So I thank God, of course, and my mom helped me a lot with the car, with the deposit, deposit with the car.
Wow.
So we were able to pitch in cash for that. Um,
Thank God for our
yeah,
parents.
thank God for our parents, like you said, that we have the support system to always fall back on.
Yeah.
That's something that we're lucky to have, because
Mm-hmm.
not every family, not every child can say that.
That's true.
Well, in order to get the car, I had to clear my COTS account. So,
Yeah.
very glad and proud to say that everything in the house now
Is yours.
mine.
He's paid in full.
It's paid in full, honestly, yes.
Oh,
So
that's awesome. I bet that's
yeah,
such a relief, right?
it's a huge relief.
Mm.
It was a requirement for the car, like for me to
Really?
have no other commitments. So I had to
Because it's a
clear.
big
Yeah.
financial commitment, the
Yes.
car.
Yeah. I didn't cash it. No cash. I don't have cash. I had to take a
You
loan,
were.
but that requirement for the loan was
Yeah,
to
in itself.
have no other commitment. So
Wow.
being able to clear the bed, especially
Yeah. Which one was taking the longest? The
the
bed?
bed
Mm.
cost above 2 grand,
Good that you don't
and I don't even use the bed. Don't even sleep in it. Yeah, and the juicer.
The
The juicer
juicer.
was 1,700.
Mm.
Sitting there looking pretty dim, I think, and the
It's
fruits
been-
rotting next to it.
Oh my gosh. I think we're gonna make a juice just to
Yes, so we'll have to. Yeah, we'll have to include that in our segments. Yeah,
True,
make
true.
a
Juice
fruit
of the day.
juice,
Juice
yeah.
of the episode.
Yeah, kill ourselves slowly. But really glad about the car being the new mode of
Milestone.
transportation for church, because I go to church right in Lotoka.
Right. And
Yeah.
it's much more
It-
convenient.
Yeah,
Just-
and the timing is just like
Mm,
perfect.
mm.
Like I
Yeah.
knew, like my testimony right now is I knew I wouldn't have a car
Mm.
had I not like returned to church.
Yeah.
You know, like go back to church,
Did that whole 180
get
again.
everything
Mm,
sorted, and then bam.
yeah.
You know? So yeah, I was able to get the car on a Saturday. Didn't really drive it around much because I wanted it to be blessed and prayed over on
For
Sunday.
sure.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's what happened on Sunday.
Wow, that's awesome.
So did that, and now I can hopefully go to cell groups and all
yeah,
this
yeah.
other stuff that happens
Be
outside of
involved
Sunday.
in
Yeah,
fellowship,
Yeah.
yeah?
be involved in other church stuff,
Mm.
which was sometimes difficult
part as
because of
well.
transport.
That part as well.
Yeah.
Ever since I've gotten my license, I can just go to the young adult study,
Yeah.
women's study. I've been just going, and also having the privilege. Like, I'm so grateful to do this. Having the privilege to offer a ride.
Offer. Yes,
Yeah.
I am not into offering rides.
No. Okay, well, that's just But
Yeah.
I'm like, because they've always dropped
Yeah,
me after.
yeah.
So I'm like, now it's my turn to give back. Would you like me to take you? I'm so like, I'm proud to say that I can take you home. I can drop you home, or I can make things easier for you. So that's one thing. Because just like you said, for church, use it as a vessel to bless others as
Yes.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember before this is last year, just random out of the blue. We weren't even talking about license or cars, anything. One of my church leaders, she said, "Esther, you have your license?" And I said, "No." You get your license, you can be a kingdom driver. She She said that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. So like now we have the opportunity to bless others and use it, to
yeah.
push. What do you
Push the
call?
kingdom, eh?
Yeah, push the kingdom
To
of
move it,
God.
eh? Move the mission.
Yeah. 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 It's exciting.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that is exciting.
Hmm.
Yeah. So that's what's new.
How's work?
Work. Let's see. Work is work.
Work is work.
Work is work. We are embarking on this world-class journey. Fiji Airways were having this huge project,
Yeah.
undertaking. So we're planning on attaining a world-class rating by the year's end.
Nice.
So everyone is fully focused and developments everywhere across the board.
Hmm.
So yeah, work's been busy, but I'll be going into training for world class training
Yeah.
in June.
So everyone has to undergo that.
Yes,
Mm.
but there's a select few of the first runners, front runners,
Mm.
few groups
Yeah.
of crew. So I'm in the second group,
Yeah.
but yeah, we'll be starting the world class journey
Okay.
in the cabin crew space. So this is April. May would be my final month
Yeah.
ish of flying to all the pods, because
Mm.
when we become world class crew, apparently we'll only fly to world class pods at the moment. So
Really?
and these are Sydney, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Dallas. So it means a brief break from the Asian
From the
pods.
Asian
Yeah,
pods. And I
so
know you'll miss those. Will you?
yeah.
Mm.
I do prefer the US pods, but grateful for
yeah.
any pod that comes. Yes. Hashtag
Speaking from
blessed.
privilege.
Yeah, but that's the thing with world class. But very exciting journey, and looking forward to entering it with an open mindset and just
Awesome. Awesome.
delivering
Mm.
delivering service. Yeah.
Yeah. So
How's work?
how's my work? Right. So it's been really good. There's been a lot of progress. So right now with my student, my main student. Why I say main student? This is the student that I take every day on my homeschool class that I take every morning. So this is teaching a student from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
Right now we're entering the phase where she is learning how to read. Learning how to read from. So last year we were just learning sounds and phonics.
Mm-hmm.
Right now we're putting all the phonics together, putting them in sentences, and realizing, I mean, English, some words, most words have letters that don't,
That are silent
that
or
are silent.
yeah,
That's the word. There's a lot of silent letters. So teaching her how to
know when it
remember,
has to
this
be
is
silent.
silent,
Yeah.
and why other words like, so the words are like that with the signs,
Mm.
phonic signs, and then there are some words that are, I mean, letters that are bold and others that are not. Letters are not bold, silent. So getting her to understand that and learn how to read, and just the privilege that we can read,
Yeah.
it's a privilege in itself, and then seeing how the younger kids are struggling, because they're learning, it's something new, and then there's some people older that don't know how to
Don't know
read
how
and
to
they
read,
didn't
yeah.
get taught well. Yeah, so having the privilege to read and being the one that can offer
Offer
that
that,
service,
yeah.
it's
Rewarding, eh?
yeah, it's rewarding. So when I give feedback to the parents, it's always exciting to see their reaction to the feedback. Oh my gosh, and the criticism as well, and how we can help each other, because any teacher's job, it's not just the teacher that helps in the learning, it's the parents as well. It's home and school. If the parents, also help in making sure that the child is doing their homework or just checking in on them, checking in on them, the bare minimum, education would go well.
It begins from home.
It begins
from
from
Jerusalem,
home, and it should not only stay at the beginning. It's
Yeah.
like a continuous thing. So I'm grateful that I have that experience with my student, and that the parents and I can always, check in on each other, and also give
Yeah.
feedback, criticism, all the kind of stuff, all the good stuff. So work's been great. I've been also applying for
Yep.
jobs, because because my main goal here with this student is to get her to read. That's the parents' main goal, and then they can
Yeah.
carry on. So while that's happening, and while that's happening, I'm also looking for something new.
All right.
Yeah, so that's been work right now. Grateful for all the seasons.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.